Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be covering functions in Python. So yes, you've gone through all that other hoopla. You're like, where are the functions? I need functions. How do I do stuff? So here they are. How we define a function in Python is quite simple. Let me show the line numbers here. We start with the def statement right here. That's defining, and then we name our function. Usually if it's more than one word, standard convention is to add an underscore. Then we have an open and close parentheses and a colon. Inside of the function is what we call an argument to the function. There doesn't have to be an argument to the function, it just can have arguments. Anything more than, I'd say 5 or 6 arguments just starts getting really silly. So, what is this star character inside of here? Okay, star args is telling Python that we can put any amount of arguments in here that we'd like, and it's going to return them as a tuple. Now, don't worry about that just yet. We'll get into that later. But you could name this anything you like. It doesn't have to be args. They just use args throughout the Python community. If you're reading anybody else's code and you see this, you're going to say, oh, okay. And then you might go and see what is, sometimes you might see 2 stars. Key value pair args, or key value args, or whatever. And what this one's doing with the double stars here is that's actually going to return that into a dictionary statement, which you really haven't gone over tuples yet. Tuples, lists, and dictionaries. Yeah, just real quick, a tuple you can't modify it, but a dictionary and list you can. The only thing downside to a dictionary is, well, of course, it's unorganized. Okay, anyway, enough of that. So we're saying we've basically assigned 2 variables here to our arguments. So it's kind of like the last time when we were assigning argument 1, argument 2 into, basically, we're saying argument 1, argument 2 is equal to the args itself. All right, then we have a print statement. We're going to print out arg1, arg2, format, arg1, arg2. Okay. So, yeah, probably saying, well, we're only passing 2 arguments through it. Why use the star? That's a good question. Just showing you what it looks like. For this, we could really just get away with arg1, arg2. Go ahead, print that out. Now, if we just had 1 argument, obviously, right there, again, following convention, nothing. Like, remember I said you don't have to have an argument. Now, what we're doing on lines 18 through 21 is we're calling the function. Okay? So we're calling print2, which is right up here, the very first one. Now we are passing it these 2 values, my name. Okay? And the 2 again is the same thing as this, except we just only put 2 values. And we did that, boom. And print 1, we put this right here, and then print none. So I'm going to hop out of this presentation mode, and I'm going to actually bring up my terminal. And I'm going to run this, and then I will show you the output right here on the screen. Okay, so this behaves as expected, right? No real shocker here. Okay, that's just a simple demonstration. All right, let's go ahead and pop into another exercise. And again, let's go into presentation mode. Yay, nice and big. All right, even bigger. Wait, that might be a little too big. Okay. Here you go. So here is what we have going on. We have our function define called cheese and crackers. It's taking two arguments. Cheese count, box of crackers. Okay? So we're saying you have this many cheeses, cheese count. You have the number of boxes of crackers. And man, there's enough for a party. Get a blanket. We can just give the function numbers directly. So we call the function 20, 30, right? We already know that. It takes two arguments, so it doesn't matter what's going in them. We know that if I put 20 here and this cheese count, 20 is going to show up right in between there. If I put 30 here for boxes, then the number of boxes should be 30, right? We can use the variables from the scripts themselves. So amount of cheese is equal to 10, amount of crackers is equal to 50, and then we can say cheese and crackers. We pass those two values there, and we should get 10 and 50 for those. And we can just say cheese and crackers, 10 plus 20, and then 5 plus 6. And you can combine the two variables and math, which is just ridiculous. So you can say cheese and crackers, amount of cheese, okay, so 10 plus 100, and then amount of crackers, 50 plus 1,000. All right, so let's get out of the presentation mode here. You may notice I switched over to pie charm because of this awesome presentation mode. Pretty sweet. Okay, let's run 23. Okay, here we go. You have 20 cheeses. You have 30 boxes of crackers. Okay. Now, when we look through this code, we pretty much can tell what we're doing. We're just substituting. Now, for down here, we do the math inside, so 30 plus 11, right? Good with that. So we have 30 down here, and then we have 11. And wait, what you're saying is, okay, well, I thought I could only pass two arguments to it. No, this isn't what this is doing. It's separated by commas, so it's treating it as one. Okay, that hopefully makes sense, and it should make sense. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, let's go to the next one. And we're going to hop in. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and stop the video here. And then on the next one, I'm going to show you how we can do some other stuff with functions and hopefully give you a better understanding of how to play with functions and that type of stuff. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.